Welcome back, everybody, to the Chazcast. It's your boy Chaz, and we are doing a live '90s NBA rebuild. We got people in the chat here on the Chazcast on Twitch. Marty is with us in the Chazcast. Maybe we'll ask his opinion on some of the moves we're making, and maybe some other people's will join us. But we are making sure everything's recording right. Looks like it is. Okay, we are doing the '90s rebuild, the Jordan era. And let's get it started. And we're going to do a fantasy draft with the Jordan era. Let's look at this big intro. We got Hakeem and Jordan and Shaq and Pippen and Karl Malone and Marty's boy Patrick Ewing. So we are going to do a fantasy draft. Correct. We're turning off the stipend and the 30-90-day rule because I said so. And that's all we're changing. We're not changing anything else. So we're headed into the 1992 season. We're not determining our draft order. We're going to play it where the chips lie. All right? Serpentine draft, no protection of players. All right, so we're going to look at some of these old school jerseys. I'm going to ask maybe if anyone else is in the chat too what they think the best jerseys of this era is. We're only, what is this, 26 teams at this point? You got Philadelphia. You got Milwaukee with that little buck. Oh, I'm just getting messages that it won't let Marty chat. Let me see here. Did I make something wrong? Real quick. Sorry. Let me see what's going on. You should be able to chat, Marty. I don't know why. Why would you get canceled? I just chatted. I just send it out, bruh. Well, if you can't say it, you can't chat. Maybe just go out and try to come back in. I don't understand why the chat function wouldn't work. It's right there. I see it. Yeah, but I mean, as long as you're still watching the chat, the game anyway. But I'll try it again. Try to reboot. Anyway, sorry. Milwaukee, Washington Bullets, Chicago Bulls, the you already got canceled. The Cleveland Cavs, the Boston Celtics. Look at that Kings logo. The dead ugly Jazz, the Hornets, the Heat. So it's something in my channel, huh? Okay, well, we're going to fix this up. We'll figure this out. Let's figure this chat out. I don't know what happened. Let's figure this chat out. Refresh the chat, maybe. I refresh the chat, Marty. See if it works for you now. I don't know if that'll do anything. It did it to me. It did it for me. I just sent the chat. But everything else should be here. You should be able to get it, bro. You should be able. You should be able to do it. Now that I'm back in... Why don't you try it now that I'm back into just chatting? You should be able to do it, dude. I don't understand why you wouldn't be able to do it. I don't know, dude. You should still be able to do it. I can edit all this stuff out in the post for the video anyway, but let me try here. Let me bring it up on my phone. Let me bring it up on my phone here. Box. Okay, hang on. Let me see here. What the hell? I don't know why it would be doing that for you. I'm trying to go into the chat here and see what's going on. All right, let's see here. It's letting me chat from my phone. Yeah, it's letting me chat from my phone, so I don't know, dude. Hmm. I don't know what to say, my friend. Well, if somebody else comes in and they can't chat, then it's something on my end. I don't know why it would be just on your end, though. That's weird. I'm afraid like I did something. Okay. All right. So we're gonna hopefully cut that out on the actual video. So, all right. So we are looking to pick our jerseys we're wearing. Heat, Knicks, Magic. Look at the old Mavericks, the old Nugs, the old Supersonics, the old Suns, the old Spurs, the old Wolves. What jerseys should we choose? Um, um, I say we go with these Hawks. I think that's Hawks with like the big fucking hawk on it. I think we're gonna go with the Hawks. Okay. We're not in the top 10. So Jordan goes 1, Drex goes 2, Karl Malone goes 3, David Robinson goes 4, Ewing goes 5, Stockton goes 6, Bird goes 7, an old Bird, Hakeem goes 8, Magic goes 9. Sorry, Wilkins goes 10, Pippen 11, and I'm picking 12. So we still got Chris Mullin, we got Mark Price, Brad Daugherty, Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars, The Worm, Dennis Rodman, Tim Hardaway, not Penny. Man, there's nobody left that's like good. Who are we gonna join? We got a young Dikembe down here. Jeez, man, Dan Marley, Horace Grant, Moses Malone, but he's old AF. Young Larry Johnson down there. Okay, so I mean, Mark Price is pretty good, and he's still pretty young. Looking at there, Dumars is young. Reggie Lewis Reggie Lewis is really young. I saw Petrovic down there too. Um, Chris Mullin, Dan Marley, um, Dennis. There is like no franchise cornerstones here. I'm not gonna go with Doherty. Remember, because if we pick bad, we're picking Shaq in the next round, the next draft. So, I think we're gonna go. Do we go with Mullen here? I think we're going with Mullen here, right? Or Larry Johnson. No, we're gonna go with Mullen here. We're going with Chris Mullin. That's where we're starting our team around, Chris Mullin. So hopefully we can get somebody young too. Oh, Kevin Johnson just went. That's what I was looking for. All right. So Horace Grant's still there. That's not bad. Robert Parrish, Detlef Schrempf, Derek Coleman. Oh my goodness. Can we start our team around uh, Mullen and Detlef Schrempf? Because they're like the same guy, right? Look at them. They're like the same guy. Start around those two. Maybe that's what we'll do. Let's see here. Kendall Gill, Del Curry's down here. Dude, you're in the second round and everybody's gone. Little S. Bud Webb. Gary Payton's down. Oh, that's a young Gary Payton. Would we be able to get Gary Payton on the swing back? All right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take Detlef Schrempf because they're the same person. Tom Chambers is good too, actually, but he's older. We're going to take Detlef Schrempf and hopefully get Gary Payton on the swing back. Let's hope we can get Gary Payton on the swing back. He's still there. He's still there. Let's go. He's still there. I think we're going to get him. I think we're going to get Gary Payton on the swing back. I don't think I missed him. He's still there. Okay, Gary Payton is going to be our start because he's a rookie here. So that's great. That's a great start right there. Okay. So we got our small forward, our power forward, and our point guard. So now let's see what's left here. Center-wise, I'm not too concerned at the moment. Bill Lambier's down there. Eldon Campbell. He's not bad too. He's kind of young. But let's see. We need a shooting guard. So Del Curry's still there. I think we're gonna have a fat team. I said fat because Fat Lever is right there. Your boy. Danny Ainge's old ass is down there. Doc Rivers' old ass. What about small forward? We're gonna go Del Curry. We're gonna have a shooting team. So now we need a big center, and not many got drafted. So, let's go Bill Lambier, and maybe get Shaq on the next year. Okay, so now we need our sixth man. Our sixth man, I usually like to try to get it as a small forward, power forward. Looking who's still there. All the centers are gone, really. Yeah, you don't have a lot available. So power forward wise, nobody really there. I mean, John Sally's there. Rodney McRae, David Benoit. Too soon. Fat Lever's still there. Nate McMillan. AJ English and Wingate are down here. What about point guards? John Paxson. Let's go with Fat Lever. Fat Lever's going to be our sixth man. Now let's get a seventh man, a big guy. Let's see what we can get here from power forward or center. John Sally's still there. Danny Ferry still there. Danny Ferry's younger. Let's go with him. So now we're gonna see what's in like this area. Wingate is still there. Tucker. Losing people that I know, to be quite honest with you guys. Let's get old as Bill Cartwright. Get some beef down there. Our ninth pick is gonna be David Wingate, sure. Now we're officially like out of people I know. So let's get another let's see, Matthew Cornett, Brandon Biombo, are those real player? CJ Graham, he was a Jason Voorhees. He really was a Jason Voorhees. Oh, okay. Oh, that's good to know, Marty. I'll be on NBA later, playing online. Okay, Kurt Rambis, has he got the glasses? Oh, we're getting Kurt Rambis with the glasses. Gotta have that. And then we're just gonna let the computer sim the rest of this. So, all right, we'll be back at the end of the draft. All right, so we're in the Jordan era. The Raptors and Grizzles joined the league in 95. Special 90s commentary, back to the baskets illegal in 99, hand checking allowed in 95, zone defense illegal in 01. Several new fours, classic 90s era presentation. We're going to use the 1992 draft class that you get Shaq and Zoe in there. So that's pretty big. Let's look at our roster, at our starting lineup. So you got Chris Mullin and Detlef Schrempf, and you can't tell me these aren't the same guy. You can't. You just can't tell me. We got Del Curry, Gary Payton, all right? And we got Bill Lambier playing the center. So all our guys are pretty good shooters, actually. Actually, Gary Payton's not, but he's the facilitator in the defense. So all our guys are pretty good shooters. That would make me think this might either be a balanced team or a perimeter-centric team. But let's check on what our coaching says. Make sure we got everyone started in there. No, Del Curry's our starter, not Fat Lever. Fat Lever's our sixth guy. What are you doing? No. Why would Detlef Schrempf be on the bench? Crazy. Gary Payton, Del Curry, Chris Mullin, Detlef Schrempf. Why would Bill Cartwright be starting? What the hell? That was a weird starting lineup they had set up. because they have way these guys on the bench have way too many minutes. We got to cut some of these guys' minutes down. Gary Payton, we got to get everybody up to 30 minutes at least. 35, 30. We got to get Lambier up too. All right, that's why. We'll give Lambier a little rest, but other than that, geez, I couldn't believe when I saw that. So your starting lineup: Payton, Curry, Mullin, Tremp, Lambier. That's not bad, honestly. And let's check out our proficiency. The active one is perimeter centric. We're 4.0 in the perimeter centric, and that's what I thought it would be. That's got to be our best. Balance is decent, but it's a perimeter centric team. We're going to stick with it. All right, so we are going to simulate till the end of to the trade deadline. We'll see if any trades come our way. Let's see how we do, and you know what? We might do good, which is bad because this is the Shaq and Zoe draft coming up, but let's see what happens. This trade is offering me a first-round pick for Fat Lever, and I think I'm going to take it because Fat Lever's kind of old, and he's old in his first round pick in a couple of years. 94 draft. That's like what, C Webb and Grant Hill. So we're gonna take it. All right, getting some assets for the future. Moving on. No, I'm not taking that. So they're offering me a first round pick for Detlef Schrempf, but it's top 5 protected, so I don't want it. Okay, we're at the trade deadline. We have a record of 15 and 28. Not that great, but it's not that bad either because this is the Shaq draft. So we do have our first round pick this year. We have our first round picks coming up. We have the 2 and 94. So now we need to make a decision here. Stick with Chris Mullin, stick with Detlef Schrempf, I believe. Curry, I don't really care about. I think we might move on from Bill Lambier if we can get a first round pick. Obviously, stick with Gary Payton, but let's move on from Lambier if we can get a first round pick, because I would like to get Shaq or Zoe, but I don't think these guys are gonna get us a first round pick anyway. So okay, with 94 though, but it's an idea. 94 first round pick, because you can use those to move up. Don't forget. 94 first round pick, lottery protected. 94 first round pick, lottery protected. Where was that first one? Top 3 protected. Let's do it. Let's just bring it in, because maybe we can try to get Shaq. Who else do we want to move on from? Do we want to move on from Schrempf? I really don't know. No. Let's just stay pat. We'll stay pat with what we got. We'll stay pat because surrounding Shaq with those shooters it's a pretty good move. So, all right, we'll see y'all at the end of the season. All right, you're at the end of the season, and you're Michael Jordan on the Dallas Mavericks as your MVP. Oh, the Timberwolves with Larry Johnson as your Rookie of the Year. Timberwolves with Gary Grant is your 6th Man of the Year. The Pacers with David Robinson is your Defensive Player of the Year. The Nets with Doug West is Most Improved. Jerry Sloan is your Head Coach of the Year. So I don't even know where we ended up right now, but let's look at the All NBA first team. Michael, Clyde, Carl, Larry, Hakeem. Then you got Kevin Johnson, Tim Hardaway, Danny Manning, Dominique Wilkins, and Patrick Ewing. And then third, you got John Stockton, Isaiah Thomas, Scottie Pippen, Sean Kemp, and David Robinson. That would be none of us. None. Defensive teams, yeah. Rookies of the Year, Larry Johnson, no Atlanta. I doubt we made the playoffs. We did not make the playoffs. Your number 1 seed is Miami Heat in the East. Your number 1 seed is Utah Jazz in the West. Let's simulate the round and see what we got. All right, you get in the East, you got the Heat and the Bulls and the Pistons and the Bullets. In the West, you got the Jazz and the Nuggets and the Suns and the Kings. So let's simulate the round. Your Eastern Conference Finals is Detroit and Chicago, which is probably close to what it was that year. And then over on the other side, not even close, is Denver and Sacramento. Let's see. Wow, so even without Michael Jordan, the Chicago Bulls steamroll into the NBA Finals against the Sacramento Kings. Let's see who wins. Wow, even without Jordan. With Brad Daugherty, who I could have drafted and I did not, they win in the NBA Finals 20, 10, and 5. Okay. All right. So we made it to the end. We are at the end of Season 1, so let's see what the historic changes coming in. Okay, player retirements. Nobody big. Historic changes. Let's see what this is. Okay, the Bulls want to change their uniforms. The Hornets want to change their uniforms. The Knicks want to change their uniforms. The Suns want to change their uniforms. We'll let it all happen. That's totally fine with those ones. Okay, league meetings. So shot lock only resets when the ball hits the rim. Okay, that's fair. Draft lottery. Okay, are we in the lottery? We have the second best chances to get the first overall pick, guys, without any trades. But mind you, the Sonics have the best chance. We have the second best chance. So let's see what happens. Let's go to the lottery. Okay. So the Nuggets are picking 11th. And the Bucks are picking 10th. And, the Knicks are picking 10th. All right. So the Clippers are picking 9th. All right. And the projection is the Blazers are picking 8th. All right. The Magic are picking 7th. No surprises yet. No surprises. Okay. The Spurs are picking 6th, so we're going to have a top 5 pick. I got to get at least in the top 2, guys. Come on. Okay, the Rockets are picking 5th. We have a top 4 pick. Okay. And the Celtics are picking 4th. We have a top 3, guys. Come on. Come on, guys. The Sonics are picking 3rd. We have a chance here, guys. Here's number 2. We're picking 2nd. That's okay. I'll take Zoe. Okay, I'll take Zoe. That's totally fine. And the Bucks are picking 1st. Maybe I can swing a trade and get Shaq, but we're picking 2nd. We can get Zoe, which is totally fine. I mean, there's a chance that they take Zoe instead of Shaq, too. Don't forget. There's always a chance. So staff signing. Our head coach is Charlie Hall, who's decent. Let's see what other candidates are out there. It's always these guys. I always go with Stauffer. He's just really good at everything. Let's fire our head coach. You gone. Yep. And let's hire Stauffer if we can, because he's just good at everything. Give him a cool $3 million. Come on down, buddy. You're always there. All right. So we got Stauffer. Let's get to the NBA draft with the Bucks. So do we figure out, do we try to offer them a trade? Let's see. Proposed trade to the Bucks. You know, if we could trade, imagine if we got Zoe and Shaq. That's interesting. Let me see something here. What could I offer them to get Zoe and Shaq? So wait a minute. Sorry, I'm on the wrong side. So I want to go to the Bucks. You've got the first overall pick. Okay. What can I give to you? I've got the 3. What about the 394 picks? Would that do anything for you? Would that possibly do it? Because then I can get both, and that would be fucking fat. Not fat lever. Let's see what you do. No, you don't want to do it. So just for funsies, let's add Detlef Schrempf in there. Why not? Okay, so he's got good value. So why don't we try? Take that off. What about 2 fourths and Detlef Schrempf? You know, you don't want to do it. You don't want to do that. So I add the other 94 in there and see if you do it. No, they don't want to do it. Okay. So obviously I would probably need to put in my second overall pick. So if we did that, it's a second overall pick, right? It's about the same. Are you just going to do it straight up? No, they don't want to do it straight up. So what if we threw in David Wingate? How about that? No, you don't want to do that, huh? What if we threw in a second rounder? You don't want to do it. Okay. Okay, so you don't want to do it. So maybe you'll take Zoe, probably not, but I'll take Zoe and be happy. So the first overall pick, the Milwaukee Bucks select Shaquille O'Neal. That's fine. I'll be happy with Zoe. No problem with me taking Alonzo Mourning. Let's go. Okay, let's go to our next pick, which is early in the second round. It's got Anthony Peeler there. It's about the John Barry's down there. Okay. Tony Bennett, the old singer. Let's go John Barry. I like John Barry. Guy can do everything. Him and Brent Barry. Those guys could do anything. All right. So now let's see what we got in free agency. Shaq is the better player, but I couldn't get him. It came close. So sign Zoe, sign John Barry. Team player options. We got nothing. Qualifying offers. Nothing. Okay. Let's see what's here in free agency. Old Larry Bird is in free agency. Wow. Dominique is in free agency. Michael Adams, Michael Williams, Horace Grant. Nobody like incredible. Cliff Robinson, not Clifford. Cliff Robinson. John Starks. Dude, Larry Bird is here. What if we just got Larry Bird for a couple years? We don't even have enough money to bring Larry Bird in for a couple years. But we actually were close. What does he want? So Larry Bird wants about $5 million a year. So we don't have any money. Why don't we have any money? So okay, somebody's making a lot of money. Let's see here who we can trade. Not even just to get Larry Bird, but somebody on our bench is making a lot of money that probably shouldn't be. No, not really. Just Gary Barrington, Zoe, Dell. Just our starting lineup. Okay. All right. I thought maybe there was just some outlier there. Okay, so we can't afford anybody. Holy shit, we got no money. None. Let's just get back into the next season. All right? Maybe these guys will grow. Player progression. All right, Mullin's an 89, Schrempf's an 84, Gary Payton's an 84, Curry's an 80, and Mourning is a 79 for a rookie. And then got Danny Ferry and David Wingate. So, all right, so not bad, not a bad first year. That was season 1 for this 1990s rebuild. We're going to head into season 2 for our next episode, so make sure you guys check that out. And until then, we'll see you next time. Peace.